Hello, Rama Pupodu. Hope all are in great health, feeling wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with Maurice Frydman. Maurice was a spiritual giant, but physically he was less than 5 feet tall. Surely no one would hesitate to walk next to him. On one of these walks, Maurice said, Ganesan, today I'm going to take you to the place where I met a simple man selling beedies. As we were walking towards the place, Maurice narrated, I saw a group of people smoking beedies. They were relating their woes of life. This simple man answered them exactly in the manner of Ramana Maharishi. Had Ramana Maharshi spoken in Marathi, it would have been the same. I stopped in my tracks and listened intently. It was astounding to see an ordinary man selling bidis talking so spontaneously. I started going to the place every day and noting down what he says. I would then go home and translate all the questions and answers into English. However, Maurice was ridden with guilt because he had not sought the permission of this person. He informed the man what he had been doing and read out all his writings, translating them into Marathi. The man was delighted and told Maurice, Go on recording, go ahead. This was later published as I Am That, a publication that shook the entire spiritual world. This man was none other than Nisargadatta Maharaj. Later on, after I had met Maharaj, I told Maurice, whatever you say is absolutely true. I can feel Bhagavan's presence in his presence. The teaching of Bhagavan comes from him spontaneously. Maurice always used to encourage me, come on and narrate to me the dialogue that you had with Maharaj. He would add, being a spiritual seeker, associating with sages and saints will deepen your understanding. It will help you go deeper and experience it. Reading improves only intellectual understanding. This experience oriented understanding will happen whether you have understood it or not only in the presence of realized masters. Saying this, he encouraged me to go to Maharaj. I was unable to be with Maurice Frydman in his last days, but I was happy to understand from a devotee of Bhagavan who was also Nisargadatta Maharaj devotee that Bhagavan himself looked after him. The devotee told me about a nurse in Mumbai who normally charged a huge fee for her services. This nurse had a dream in which a sadhu wearing only a loin cloth told her very clearly, My devotee is suffering. Go and attend on him. The sadhu also gave her precise directions to reach Maurice's residence. The nurse went to the place described in the dream the next day and found Maurice Frydman in bed. Miss Pettit was older than Maurice, and she too was helpless and unattended. The nurse immediately offered her services. Maurice's austere attitude would not allow him to accept her services, and so he refused. Disappointed, the nurse was leaving the room when she saw a picture of Ramana Maharishi there. She turned to Maurice and exclaimed, This is the sadhu who appeared in my dream. Maurice, visibly moved, said, So my master has come to look after me. The nurse served him till the end. Appa Pant, who looked upon Maurice as his guru, was present during Maurice's last days. I would like to quote Appa's own words. The sage is dying, whispered a soft voice over the phone from Mumbai. The sage is asking for you. Appa, come as soon as you can. When I arrived, Miss Pettit, the doctor, and the nurse complained to me that Maurice was refusing to eat and take medicine. They implored me to make Maurice eat and take medicine, as if anyone could make Maurice do anything that he did not want to. There he lay in his familiar room, with everything meticulously clean and in its proper place. As I approached him, reverentially he shouted, "Appa, who is dying?" The next day he drove everyone out of the room, ordering them to leave him alone with me. Then he said beautifully, "Appa, I hear music. I see the bright light. Who dies? No one is dying. This diseased body is keeping me away from this, that harmonious beauty. Do not let them keep me in this body. Go now in peace." The next day we were all at his bedside as he breathed his last 3 breaths. Hurry Om, Hurry Om, Hurry Om, and he was gone. Nisargadatta Maharaj was also at his bedside. So I asked him, "Maharaj, where is Maurice going? What is happening to him?" Maharaj replied, "Nothing is happening. No one is dying, for no one is born." Then I asked him, "Then why this sorrow, this emptiness, this loss, Maharaj?" Maharaj graciously turned to me and said, "Who is feeling the sorrow? Who is feeling the emptiness? Who is feeling the loss?" I remained silent. Within hours, in the presence of Nisargadatta Maharaj, the remains of what we called Maurice Frydman were consumed in the fire. The remains had returned to their original order. The great devotee Maurice Frydman had returned to the source Arunachala. Once I went to Nisargadatta Maharaj's house because he had asked me to stay with him. I stayed there for 8 days. In the morning from 8 to 10, he would ask me to be seated while he did puja. There were photographs of saints such as Ramakrishna, Paramahamsa, the Buddha, Jesus Christ, Ramana Maharishi, and yes, even Maurice Frydman in his room. Maharaj would apply sandal, vermilion powder, and perfume to the photographs and garland them. As he was doing this ritual one day, I was asked myself, why is he doing this? I was asking myself, why is he doing this? He turned to me and said in a compassionate tone, "Maurice Frydman was a jnani. He was a saint, a sage. This is undeniably true. Maurice Frydman has blessed us all by bringing to us the essence of the teachings of Ramana Maharishi and Nisargadatta Maharaj. How fortunate we are to be able to share the life of such a great person, a person who wanted to remain unnoticed and unseen, so much so that the first edition of the Maharishi's Gospel, compiled by Maurice, did not even bear his name. We sincere seekers of truth must cling to him in our heart. The wonderful dialogues in Maharishi's Gospel took place in the old hall, thanks to Maurice Frydman. That's all, folks. Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Popoda.